Previous class, we have learned the meaning of irrational number and real numbers. Exercise 1.2 we have learned. Location of irrational numbers or number line we have learned. And exercise 1.3 we have started. Decimal expansion. Terminating, non-terminating recurring and non-terminating non-recurring. These are the three types of decimal expansion we have learnt in a previous class, and we started solving exercise 1.3, that is the first main, just to write whether it is a terminating or non-terminating recurring or non-terminating non-recurring. So I gave few questions as a homework also, so I'll come back to that. Then I explained first, second, and third main. So the third main is decimal expansion. We need to write in the form of P by Q. Last class, we have learned three things. One is terminated types of decimal expansion and P by Q form to decimal expansion and decimal expansion in the form of P by Q. These are the two main things we have learned.
We can't hear anything properly. We can't hear
Please
anything
mute your
properly.
devices so that you can hear.
That's your internet problem.
Last class, we have learned the types of decimal expansion, that is terminating, non-terminating, recurring, and non-terminating, non-recurring. These are three types of decimal expansion we have learned, and also P by Q form to decimal expansion and decimal expansion to P by Q form. These are the two types of terms we have learned, and up to third main we have finished in our previous class. Am I clear, children? Am I clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Three types of decimal expansion: terminating, non-terminating repeating, and non-terminating non-repeating. So with the examples we have learned, and also I taught with the exercise 1.3 that fraction to decimal expansion, P by Q, rational number to decimal expansion and decimal expansion to P by Q form. Both the type of sums we have explained. Exercise 1.3 up to third main we finished. Am I clear, children? Up to third main I finished, and even I gave few sums as a homework. First main, fourth, fifth, and sixth I gave as homework, and second one express 1.27 bar in the form of P by Q. Answer for the first one. Second, first main, it is just to say terminating or non-terminating. Come to second main. What is the answer for second main, children?
14 by 11.
126 by 99.
14 by 11.
Yeah, ma'am.
126 by 99. Then you can divide this by
125 by 99.
126 by 99. That is nothing but as you can divide by 3. 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 42 by 33. Again you can divide. 3 1s are 3 4s are 14 by 11 you got.
Yes, ma'am.
And one more thing I said, tomorrow I'm going to explain how to write this answer only for cross-checking method. So see, I did not solve directly, I got to know the value, and I'll explain that. Second one, answer is denominator 90 and 32 minus 3.
29 by 90.
29 by 90.
32 by
Have you all got 29 by 90?
Yes, ma'am.
And third one is denominator 99. Answer is 2343 minus 23. 2320.
Mom, correct.
Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you be able to simplify this one?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So I'll just explain these homework sums, how I got these answers.
Okay, ma'am.
Listen carefully. This method which I'm going to explain is only you have to use for cross-checking, not for solving. Solving, you have to do the method which I taught yesterday. This method which I'm going to teach is only for cross-checking your answer. See the first question they gave, 1.27 bar means 27 is repeating. Am I clear? How many digits are repeating here?
2.
Digit. So if 2 digits are repeating, denominator you'll be getting 99. Repeating number says 99. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And take out this decimal number. Take 127 minus 1. The number which is not repeating before the decimal number. Subtract, you'll be getting 126. This is how I got answer 126 by 99. And I'll come to second one, 0.32 bar. Says only digit 2 is repeating. Am I clear? Digit 2 is repeating. So denominator only 9 will come. And the digit which is not repeating, you can write it as 0. If the number of digits repeating digits, 9. The digits which is not repeating after decimal point, 0. So 9, 0, 90. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Only one digit is repeating, write 9. The digit which is not repeating, 0. Denominator is 90. Am I clear? Then numerator, take the entire digit. 032 is nothing but as only 32. Am I clear? The digit which is not repeating is 3. Subtract that. Answer is 29 by 30. I said, mute your device and listen carefully. This is the easiest method to cross-check your answer in this particular sum. And this is the compulsory question for the exam, either for 2 mark, 3 mark or 4 mark. Am I clear, children? The digit which is repeating, 9, which is not repeating, 0. And take the entire digit, 032 minus the digit which is not repeating, minus 3. Answer is 29 by 90. Come to the third one.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
23.43 bar. How many digits are repeating here?
2.
2. So after decimal point, only 2 digits are repeating, right? 99. Am I clear? Right, 99. Children, will you please mute your device? Charan?
Yes, ma'am.
Mute your device, Charan. The number which is repeating is 2 digit. So write 99 here. So then take entire number 2343. Then take entire number, that is 2343. Then the digits before the point and which is not repeating is only 23. Subtract 23 to this. So you will be getting 2320. So numerator will get 2320. This is how we can cross-check the answer for this P by Q form. Takes decimal expansion to the P by Q form. This is how we'll cross-check. I told all of them, this is very important. Mute your device and concentrate. So those who have doubt, when the school reopens, I'll explain, children. So we'll just come back to the today's continuation, exercise 1.3. So I'll just continue exercise 1.3. I'll read out the question. All of you please mute your device and just see the question carefully, children. Express 0.99999. I can say this as 0.9 bar because only 9 is repeating continuously. In the form P by Q, express 0.9999 in the form P by Q. Are you surprised by by your answer? We'll see that after solving. With your teacher and classmates, discuss why the answer makes sense. I'll explain once again. We need to express 0.999, that is 0.9 bar in the form of P by Q. So you'll get one surprising result. Let us discuss what the surprising result which we are going to get. So I'll call the 0.999 as X. That is nothing but as 0.9 bar because only 9 is repeating continuously. So I'll write 0.9 bar. I'll call this as equation 1. There's only one digit is repeating. I'll multiply both the side 10. Jesta, wait for the answer to get Jesta. I'll multiply both the side 10. So 10 into X, 10X. If I multiply 10 in the RHS, the point will shift towards your right hand side one step. That become 9.9 bar. I'll call this as equation 2. I'm going to subtract equation 1 and equation 2. Next, if I subtract 10x minus x is 9x and 9.9 bar minus 0.9 bar. This 9 bar after the point, everything will become 9.0. 9.0 means 9. Am I clear, children? So 9x is equals to 9. X is equals to 9 by 9, 1. So here I'm taking 0.9 bar, but the answer which we are getting x value is 1. Why it is like this? Because 0.99999 is, if we keep on writing 999, indefinitely we are writing 999, which is approximately equal to 1. That is the reason. See, the answer makes sense as 0.9 bar is infinitely close. 0.999, if I write infinitely, that 0.999, if I write infinitely 999 after decimal point, so it is close to 1. That's why answer we are getting 1. This is the surprising thing in this particular question. Am I clear to all the students? Any
Yes,
doubt in this, some children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Shall we move on to the next question? Question number 5, exercise 1.3, fifth question. What can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? So here in this 1 by 17, 17 is a divisor, 1 is the dividend. Perform the division to check your answer. So from 17, I have to divide 1. So I have divided, just will cross check, children. From 17, I have divided 1. 1 is lesser than 17. If from 17, if I divide 1, it is very less. So I'll put one decimal point. I'll take 1 0. It became 10. Still that 10 is lesser than this divisor 17. So I need to put one more 0. I'll put. So I'll take here 1 0. Now it become 100. So when this become 100, so I just perform this division here. From 17, I divided 1 by taking a decimal numbers. So here just count how many digits are repeating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. After decimal point, there are 16 digits are there. How many digits are there?
16.
After 16 digit, I got remainder 1. So here before also it is 1 only, the children.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
If I continue division, the number will repeat the same thing. So how many numbers are repeating here?
16.
Digits are repeating.
Ma'am,
Here,
it is non-terminating
point,
repeating.
16 digits are repeating. After 16 digit, again I'm getting 1, which is here 1 by 17 means. So again I got remainder 1 means same 16 digits is going to repeat. That 16 is lesser than 17. If I'm dividing from 17, that repeating digits will be less than this 17. So always remember, if I'm dividing from 17 this 1, so the repeated digits will be less than the divisor. This is what we need to observe here. Again, I got remainder 1. Again, these are the 16 digits we are going to repeat. Am I clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, this is a non-term.
So
This
we
is
just
non-terminal
answer what
recurring
asked
number.
here. What can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits here? Maximum number we got 16 digits. The maximum number of digits in the repeating block is 16, that is less than 17. So division gives 1 by 17 is equals to 0. These are 16 digits again repeat. That's why I'm writing here the bar symbol. Yesterday I've explained the bar represent a repeating block. Am I clear, children?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Perform the division to check your thing. Already we performed the division here. We checked it. These are 16 digits are repeating. Therefore, the repeating block has 16 digits. Do anyone have any doubt in the question number 4 and 5?
ma'am.
No,
In
ma'am.
exam,
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No,
Shall we
ma'am.
move
Ma'am,
to the
one
next question number 6?
ma'am,
Yes,
one
ma'am.
doubt.
Okay. Children, listen carefully. In this while explaining, if you get any doubt, please ask and clarify. Whenever I'll be explaining, please mute your device. When I ask some question, that is unmute and answer. Am I clear, children?
Ma'am, one doubt.
And all these answers write neatly in classwork with proper date. Next question number 6. Look at the several example. We have to give example here. Look at the several example of rational numbers in the form P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, where P and Q are integers with no common factors. So we're not supposed to have any common factor other than 1. Means P and Q, if we take any number, so HCF of P and Q, we have to get only 1. That is the meaning of this. With no common factor other than 1. For example, if I take 3 and 5, the highest common factor of 3 and 5 is 3 and 5 both are prime number, and HCF of 3 and 5 is 1. That is what they are asking us to take. I'll repeat once again. We need to take some examples. That examples should be like in the form P by Q, and P and Q should be co-prime. The meaning of co-prime is HCF of two numbers, that is HCF of this P and Q should be 1. That is the way we have to take an example. And having terminating decimal representation, it is expansion. So number which we are taking example, that should be terminating. Can you guess what property Q must satisfy? I'll explain this particular concept by taking few examples. I'll take the example. First one is 3 by 5. They are taking that what are the P by Q form we are taking, that should be terminating decimal expansion. If I divide from 5, this 3, so 3 is lesser than 5, I'll take a decimal point, I'll take 0, 5, 6 are 30. So I'll be getting 0.6. So remainder I got 0 here. I can say it is a terminating decimal expansion. Am I clear, children? So denominator is 5. So from this first example, I got to know when denominator is 5, we'll get remainder 0. Am I clear? Next, take another example, 5 by 2. HCF of factors of 5 is 1 and 5. Factors of 2 is 1 and 2. So HCF we are getting 1. So 5 and 2 are co-prime. So if I divide from 2, if I divide 5, 2 2s are 4, remainder is 1. I'll put point, I'll take 0, 2, 5 are 10. I'm getting 2.5 here. Decimal expansion is 2.5. To get 2.5, what is there in the denominator? 2. Am I clear here? If we take 5 will get terminating. If I take denominator 2, it is terminating. Am I clear here? Next number I'll take. Next example, 3 by 8 I'll take. 8 is a prime factors of 8 is 2 into 2 into 2. That is nothing but as 2 cube. If I divide 3 from 8, I'll be getting 0.375. I'll be getting 0.375. It is terminating. So if a denominator 8 is a prime factor is 2 cube, I'll be getting remainder 0. So it is terminating. What have you observed here? 8 is the prime factor of 2. 2 into 2 into 2. Am I clear? 8 is a product of prime factor of 2. Am I clear, children? So denominator 5 is terminating. Denominator 2 is terminating. So denominator prime factors of 8 is terminating. Anyone have doubt in these 3 examples? We'll check the next example. I am taking 9 by 10. 9 by 10 means, as we know, it is a decimal fraction. We'll get 0.9. So 10 is a product of 2 and 5. So denominator, both 2 and 5 prime factors is there also. It is terminating. Next, let's take the other examples. 3 divided by 125. So 125 is nothing but as it is a product of prime factors of 5. So even if I take denominator 125, the answer we are getting terminating 0.024. So am I clear with all the division, children? Do anyone have any doubt with this division values?
No, ma'am.
No,
So
ma'am.
from this, what have you observed? Denominator, if 5 is there, it is terminating. Denominator, if 2 is there, terminating. Denominator, if product of prime factors of 2, that is a 2 cube, 2 power 5, 2 power 8, if we get also, it is terminating. Denominator, if the product of both 2 and 5 comes, means that is also terminating. If denominator, it is a product of prime factor 5, it is a 5 cube, 5 power 5, 5 power 6 if we get, that is also I can say terminating. So they are asking us to find out, can you guess what property Q must satisfy? Q is which one? Denominator. They are asking about only about denominator. If here in this 5 examples, what we observed is denominator either 5 or 2 or product of 2 and 5. If denominator 5 or 2 or product of 2 and 5 comes, then the numbers are terminating. This is the thing we need to observe in this one, in this examples. Am I clear to everyone? So if denominator either 5 or 2 or both 2 and 5 comes, means we can say the given number is terminating. You don't to think anything extra. Only if denominator 5 or only if denominator 2 or only if denominator 2 and 5 comes, means then the given rational number is terminating. Other than 2 and 5 or other than 2 and 5 comes, means that is non-terminating. Am I clear to everyone? So from this, what have you understood? All the denominators are either 2 or its power 5 or its power or a combination of both 2 and 5. Yes?
Ma'am, what if the denominator is a multiple of 2 or 5?
I have taken here 10.
Yes, ma'am.
Denominator is 10. 10 is a product of 2 5s.
10.
Am I clear? Prime factors of 10 is 2
No,
and
ma'am.
5.
I'm just telling like if the like product if the denominator is 5 into 3 15, can is it terminating?
No.
ma'am?
Combination
Actually.
product of prime number should be 2 5
हमने
or
बोला है
5
क्या?
2. If you take 3 5s, that is non-terminating. You will not get remainder 0. What I am telling is denominator, it should be either 5 or power of 5, 2 or power of 2 or prime factors of only 2 and 5, not other than 2 and 5. Am I clear? If we take 3 and 5, it is not terminating. When I can say the given P by Q form is terminating, that is only denominator when 5 or 2 or product of 2 and 5. Only in these three cases, I can say the given P by Q form is terminating. This is a property which we are going to learn in this particular sum. Am I clear, children?
Yes,
So in
ma'am.
this particular sum, they are asking us to take some examples which is like only terminating. So from that, I need to conclude the property. So from these examples, we got to know when denominator 5 or power of 5, when denominator 2 or power of 2, or denominator any product of only prime factors of only 2 and 5. Other than 2 and 5 comes means that is a non-terminating. Product of only 2 and 5 you have to get. Am I clear, children? So in that case, we can say it is terminating. This is the property we have learned from this particular question. Anyone have any doubt in this particular sum? These are the examples. If you want, you can try by taking a different number. Remember, denominator should be 5 or 2 or power of 2 or power of 5 or product of 2 and 5. Anything different example you take and you can check out. If you want to check from any different value and just you'll get to know it is a denominator only if these are the numbers are there, that is terminating. Am I clear, children? It is
Ma'am,
not
only 2
compulsory
and
you have to
5.
take only these numbers. Yes, children? Any doubt in this one?
Ma'am, one doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, we should take only 2 and 5.
Either 5 or 2 or combination of 2 and 5.
Okay, ma'am.
Not other than that. If prime factor 2, 5, 3 comes means, for example, prime factors 2 into 5 into 3 comes means, that is not terminating. I'll explain with some examples. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in this particular sum?
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am, if it is 2 to the power of 3 into 5 to the power of 3, it is terminating, ma'am.
Yes, terminating. It is a combination of 2 and 5 only, no?
Yes, ma'am. With the
If
powers,
the combination of 2 and 5 comes, even the power rise also no problem. It is terminating. So you are asking if it is 2 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 4, is it terminating or not? Yes, base is 2 and 5.
yeah.
That means it is terminating.
Ma'am,
Am I clear,
one more
children?
doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Now one more doubt.
Am I clear here? Prime factor should be combination of only the 2 and 5 is terminating. With this, if I write 3 power 2 or 3, this is not terminating. You'll not get remainder 0. Only if 2 and 5 comes means you'll get remainder 0. With this, if 3 power 2 or 7 or into 7 or into 6 or something like, other than 2 and 5 comes means that is not terminating. Am I clear to everyone?
Yes,
Now one
ma'am.
more doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, is it if it comes like 2 into 5 into 2 into 5 into 2 into 5, then is it terminating one, ma'am?
Yes,
It's
only
yes, ma'am.
combination 2 and 5 you are telling. 2 into 5 into 2 into 5 into 2 into 5, only 2 and 5 is there. Yes,
Is it terminating?
then it is
ma'am?
terminating.
Okay, ma'am.
Other than 2 and 5 comes means it is non-terminating.
Ma'am,
Am I
if
clear with your
multiples
doubt?
of 2,
Pardon me?
if there are multiples of 2,
Yes,
It's the
here I
same.
mentioned no.
yes, ma'am.
Multiples of 2 is power of 2. Multiples of 5 is power of 5. Combination of 2 and 5. We can raise the power of this. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear with your doubts, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we move on to the next sum?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So next
Yes,
question.
ma'am.
Next question. Write 3 numbers whose decimal expansion are non-terminating, non-recurring. First of all, just we'll recall what is the meaning of non-terminating and non-recurring. So anybody, anyone
Ma'am, the
will
quotient
say the
is
meaning
zero.
of
Ma'am, the quotient is
Ma'am,
the
when the
quotient is
remainder is
zero,
not zero,
and
Ma'am,
the number gets repeating.
when the remainder is not zero and the number is not repeated.
I want the meaning of non-terminating and non-recurring. Non-terminating means
the quotient-
remainder will never be zero, right?
Zero.
Non-recurring.
repeating.
Yes, very good. Non-terminating, non-recurring means the remainder will not get zero and number also will not repeat at all. That is called as the meaning of non-terminating and non-recurring. Here they are asking us to write 3 numbers, any 3 examples they are asking. You can write any of the example but don't repeat. So the best example I gave, pi. I told all of them to read the textbook. They've given the meaning of pi very clearly, what I explained yesterday. Pi is an irrational number. Somebody said yesterday pi value is 3.14. Pi value is not the exact value of 22/7, or it is not the exact value of 3.14 is a value. So if you keep on dividing from 722, the number, even the number also will not repeat and the number also will not end at all. So that's why they've concluded pi is an irrational number. So you can take any of the example. I've taken the first example, 3.422, 4222. It is not repeating here. Double 2 are there, here triple 2s are there. You can take infinitely many examples. I can take the fourth example as 0.202000, 2000, 20000002, etc. Anything like this, which is number which is non-terminating. This dot, if you are not showing, that says terminating. Show the dots like this. That says the numbers is continuously coming. Am I clear, children? Am I clear? This is the examples which I have taken.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can take any of your own examples for non-terminating and non-repeating. Am I clear here?
Yes, ma'am.
You can take 4.122112211122211112222. These are the examples. Put dash dash dash. If you're not mentioning etc., that says it's terminating. Am I clear here? You can take
Yes,
any
ma'am.
of your own examples of any 3. So the representation of it is non-terminating, non-recurring means it is an irrational number. The decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring means it is called irrational number. Already we have learned to write any 3 examples of your own. Am I clear with the 7th sum?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in 7th question, children?
No, ma'am.
No,
Shall we
ma'am.
move on to the 8th sum?
No, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
8th sum, already we have learned between
ma'am.
any 2 numbers, write a rational number or write 6 rational numbers, write 5 rational numbers in our previous class. So in this question, find 3 different irrational numbers between the rational number 5/7 and 9/11. Between any 2 rational number, they are asking us to write 3 irrational number. Am I clear, everyone? Between 2 rational number, they are asking us to write irrational number. First, we'll take 5/7. I'll divide from 7. I'll divide 5. I'll be getting 0.714285. Again, the number is repeating. That's why I'm writing 0.714285 bar. Means these are the 5 digits are repeating. Am I clear, children? Then
160.
9/11, from 11, I divided 9. So I'm getting 0.81 bar. So keep 81 bar is keep on repeating. Anyone have doubt in this decimal expansion of 5/7, 9/11?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Any doubt?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Can we write this? Can we write this number which is obtained after dividing in the form of root, ma'am?
Root. This is a rational number.
We have to write it in rational number or irrational number, ma'am?
5 by 7 rational number they gave. They are asking us to write between these two rational number to write irrational number. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So 5 by 7 you take and write in the decimal expansion. 9 by 11 you take and write in the form of decimal expansion. So as we learned in our previous class, between any two rational numbers or irrational numbers, we are getting infinitely many numbers. There are an infinite numbers of irrational numbers between any two rational numbers. These statements already we discussed in previous class. So we just write any three. This is very important question. Observe here. Here after point I got 0.71. Children, please mute your device. Mute your devices, children. Here after point I got 0.71. Here after point I got 0.81. So between 0.71 and 0.81 I need to take. Means don't take 0.71 or 0.81. Between that I'm getting infinitely many. If I take a decimal number after 0.71 I'm getting 0.72, 0.73, 0.74, 0.75, 76 up to 0.80 I'll get. Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
So except 0.71, take any three numbers which they're asking. 0.7 between these two numbers they're asking, and I'm not taking 71. I'm taking 0.72, 7222, 7222, etc. Am I clear, children here? And I can take 0.73, 733, 73333, etc. I can take. Here they're asking only three numbers. So I'm taking 0.72, 0.78 and 0.80, 800, 8000, 80000, etc. Don't forget to show this extra thing. 0.78, 7888, 78888, 7. Okay, or you can take 0.73, 0.73, 7333, 73333, 7, etc. You can take between 71 and 81. You can take any of three irrational number. So when you are taking irrational number, remember the number should not terminate and number should not repeat. I'm repeating my answer. So whenever they give fraction form, somebody asks, I have doubt in this. I'm clearing again. Whenever they give rational number, write in the form of decimal expansion. This decimal expansion is between 0.71 and 0.81. Am I clear? So between the 0.71 and 0.81, I'm getting 0.72, 0.73, 0.74 up to 0.80. I'm getting decimal expansion. So in that you have to write in the form non-terminating and non-recurring form. You have to write. You can write even not only the 2, 3 and all. You can write any different number also. For example, you can take here 0.73233233, anything you can repeat, dash 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 you put. Am I clear, children? Don't write here begin after 7 1 and after 8 1. Between 0.71 and 0.81 you can take an irrational number. Any three they are asking, take any three irrational number. Any doubt in this, children?
No, ma'am.
Am I clear with this confusion? Somebody asked doubt in this. Am I clear your doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we need to classify this ninth main as irrational or rational. Classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. Root 23. Root 23 is a prime number. So when 23 is a prime number, so obviously we'll be getting irrational. 23 is not a perfect square. If 25, if they give 25 is a perfect square, you'll be getting root 25 is 5, which is rational I could take. The next question, root 225. 225 is a perfect square of 15. So 15 is a rational number. Am I clear? Next,
Yes, ma'am.
0.3796. They did not mention here dots. They did not say this is repeating. So after point, only 4 decimal expansions are there. So that says it is terminating. When the number is terminating, it is called rational. Am I clear, children? Fourth sum, 7.478, 478. So number 478 is repeating. So 7.478 is repeating. When the number is repeating, and the decimal expansion is nothing but as non-terminating, recurring is nothing but as rational. So when it is irrational, it is non-terminating, non-recurring means it is irrational. It is non-terminating, but it is recurring. The number is repeating. So it is rational. Am I clear, children?
Ma'am, it's irrational.
Come to the last one. And number they gave 1.10, 100, 1000. So it is, the number is non-terminating and non-repeating. So it is irrational. Am I clear, children here?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone have any doubt in this particular class today? Today we have discussed. Today we have discussed decimal expansion when the denominator, decimal expansion of the property which we have explained through the sum. When the denominator, when 2, 5 and product of 2 and 5 comes means it is terminating, we can say. That is a property we have learned from the question 6, and we have learned insert rational number between any two rational number we have learned, and just classification of irrational and rational with the given questions we have learned. So any doubt in today's class, children? I'll send these copies through WhatsApp. Neatly note down in classwork, and I'll send the homework of today's also. Please do it